Glad to have you along from Rice Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Houston Cougars and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Howie Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with Morgan Scalley. He told me before the game, he told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change through the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Back to you.
The Utes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cougars offense will get first crack at it today. And we get our first look at Connor Wigman. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. That's caught. It's Walker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Houston wants to play fast.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Hughes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Under fire. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Makes the grab in their space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Pushes ahead. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Makes the grab. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Off play action. Touchdown Cougars. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Rides the option, he keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the option. Doing it himself again. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Kick is in the air. On his way back from the 20. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Trying to set up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. With the catch, it's Thomas. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Running inside, it's Hughes.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Keeps it on the option. Might have a chance. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to pass, it's Dampier. fires to the wideout. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Trying to make magic with his feet. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Here comes the heat. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Walker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Working the middle, it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. To throw, it's Wegman. Bringing the heat. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short. Houston has it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires quickly. And he got 5 yards on the play, second and 5 coming. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead.
There he goes. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. Here's a gift to Parker. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at second and 6. And the Utes are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
They give it to him again. Nice move, creates some space. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking for a man, it's Dampier. It's caught. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Unleashes one. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Utah! He got it, beat down in bounds.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Walker. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The run inside. It's Hughes. Across the 25. He's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He's got the back in the middle. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether...
Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Gets rid of it. He's got him. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. On target. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
snagged in the middle. It's Parker. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on! Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Hughes. Got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1 more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the number 22 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Blue Devils, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Rice-Eccles Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast.
Touchdown, Utes! And the comeback is on.
And you gotta love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll keep it on the ground. Spins away from the defense. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Pocket breaking down. Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Punt is in the air. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. And the Utes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And the extra point is good.
That makes the score Houston 28, Utah 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Handoff for Parker. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or would you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line.
Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Houston will snap it in the red zone. In the red area, it's Hughes. There he got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. How about this Mac staying on track and getting it in on the option? They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Houston, 35. Utah, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Right on the money. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. The option, he'll keep it. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes a man miss. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Keeps it on the draw. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They've been running it, but now the pass. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Finds his man, breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He'll throw it. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? And this is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
And the Utes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run with Parker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Wegman. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 1st down will open up the final period. Hands it off on the counter. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle. It's McGarry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to it. There's a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walker. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. To the air, it's Wegman. Complete. Fighting off the defender. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. working that left side now.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Here's a gift to Parker. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Swings it out to the flat. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Gets it out fast. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Hughes. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Wegman. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Hughes. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Hughes. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favored, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much.